again, they've been competitive like Boston College. They're right there. There's not a whole lot of separation from, a lot of these teams in the league. Everybody's right there. But Georgia Tech, they have some big hosses in there inside. Miller was a heck of a player, but they've got they're starting two big bodies inside, a transfer from Maryland, and I believe the other young man he might be a junior college transfer, but he's I've got to look at that, but he's a terrific. They're very physical, and you have to be ready for play on the glass. Coach Gregory does a great job. They've got some very good perimeter players, and I think every team, Boston College, Notre Dame, they have a little more of a stretch four guard types. Well, Georgia Tech is a little more two physical inside guys. They bring a pretty popular name here. Ralph Sampson's son is on that team, so they bring in some very good forwards and a little more of a physical banging team that's similar to Coach Gregory when he was at Michigan State. I think the way they play models that. So you have to be ready for a different kind of style, a different kind of team, but they do have the interior presence that they've had, different personnel, but that kind of mindset.
I know when you came here, you've seen the place full before. You've had games where the crowd is full, but it seems like it's been every night consistently. It's been a full house. Yeah. What does that do for you and the guys?
Crowd has been great. To have, I mentioned before, even in summer when the students have been gone and over the winter break, to see the people turn out and the excitement that's generated here, that's really great because it's worth it. We even had a great turnout at Boston College. You could hear the chants, and those things certainly are exciting. So anytime we can draw energy from the crowd and our guys are excited to play anytime but at home and make this special, you work to build situations like that, and it's been nice to see the crowd responding and supporting these guys.
11 tournament years, the defense travels. I was talking with Malcolm, and he respects that. How have you gotten these guys? That's not the sexiest thing that sells these days, to buy into that, and what does that mean, defense travels? I
mean, I think everybody has a formula or a way that they have to play to be the best they can be and give them a chance at success. And I think our guys understand, for us, it starts with that, being as sound and tough-minded defensively and really making people work against us. And, you just look at any pro sport, any high level, it usually comes down to all of them have a strong defense. Now, you got to be good, obviously, on the offensive end. We talk about that. But offense can maybe come and go a little bit, but defense is a little more about, your heart and your effort, and as long as your approach is fairly simple, that should remain a little more constant perhaps than an offensive side of the ball, or offensive side of the floor. And so we kind of tell our guys that the defense can stay with you wherever you go, and there's certain things, of course, offensive that do too, but that's what we try to hang our hat on, and has been good for us, and our guys have seen it validated when they've played well, had some offensive games, but have won games with their defense. And there may have been a couple offensively where it's pulled us out. Late in the BC game, they made some plays down the stretch at Notre Dame, so that's important. But it's a catchy phrase too. The defense does travel, and anything you can do to get your guys thinking that way is important.
Speaking